Good evening and welcome to News Channel 8. I'm Jerome Aegean, and these are some of the top stories we have for you tonight. A Crucian goes on trial for his life in Tampa. Solar panels are stolen from a St. Croix ballpark, and Paul and Kumar go to jail. These stories and more up next on News Channel 8. In our top story tonight, a St. Croix man has gone on trial for killing a Tampa police officer.
The first-degree murder trial of Humberto Delgado, accused of fatally shooting a Tampa police officer in August of 2009, opens Friday after a jury was chosen Thursday evening. Defense attorneys and prosecutors took 4 days to select 12 jurors and 4 alternates from a pool of 150 persons. 3 of the jurors and 1 of the alternates are women. Prosecutors are seeking the death penalty for Delgado, who is charged with shooting Tampa police officer Mike Roberts during a struggle on Nebraska Avenue. The court has been in extreme deliberation over Delgado's mental state at the time of the incident in question. Inquiries into the validity of the OEEG test and the new Fry's mental test have led the courts on the 26th of October to dismiss the OEEG test as sufficient evidence, and it will appear that the Fry's exam will determine whether or not Delgado was suffering from a schizophrenic episode during the Nebraska Avenue assault in the case of Delgado versus Tampa.
And in other news closer to home, thieves have stolen an expensive part of a solar lighting system at Castle Coakley's ballpark. News Channel 8's Wes Small files this report.
Thanks a lot, Jerome. We're at the Alizea Field of Dreams ballpark, and named after this man, Mr. Alizea. And sad news to report today, as they've gone away with some solar panels from the ballpark here that provide security to the area. And Mr. Alizea, a sad day for you, and this is going to cost you and your group, this is going to cost you a pretty penny.
This light installed is about $6,200.
$6,000 over.
Yeah, over $6,000. And I don't know what they are going to do with, they probably sell it for profit. You know how it is now. They went with the battery and the solar panel. Right there, yes.
Go ahead and show the people exactly how they had to take their time to do this.
They cut here. The battery was here. They cut the battery from here with a hacksaw and here, and they went with the battery. They disconnect the solar panel that was in this base here, aluminum base. The solar panel is the life of, and the battery is the life of the
whole outfit.
The whole outfit, yeah. So
over $6,000 now gone. Was this insured?
No. This is money.
Money from what program?
CDBG.
Yeah, a grant that y'all got.
The grant I had for this year. So.
How sad. Well, if you know anything about this, please call 911 or Crime Stoppers at 1-800-222-TIPS. What night do you think that this happened?
It has to be between Saturday night and Sunday night.
Between Saturday and Sunday.
Saturday night and Sunday night. Because Saturday I was here until 1 o'clock. But then I didn't come back on Sunday. So it had to be between Saturday night and Sunday night.
If you want to donate some help to get this rebuilt, how can people contact you and your organization?
They can contact me at 473-6253 or at my shop at 778-6446.
One more time, those numbers.
473-6253, that's my cell. 778-6446, that's my shop in Plaza Extra. So anybody with information about this should contact the police. The police was here yesterday. I reported it.
And please make a report out in Spanish.
Aquellas personas que sepan algo de lo que sucedió aquí entre el sábado por la noche y el domingo por la noche, que por favor pues se comuniquen con la policía, se comuniquen conmigo al 778-6446, 473-6253 y que reporten cualquier cosa que hayan visto en esto. Esto está oscuro de noche ahora mismo. I was afraid that I was going to come back and go with the rest of this, you know, because this is aluminum. They would sell that.
So let's hope that that won't happen.
Well, I thank you on Channel 8
No problem,
for
Mr.
coming. And
please do the right thing and have a heart, then. Call Crime Stoppers 1-800-222-TIPS or 911, or please try to donate some help for Mr. Alizea, because this is our baseball park in our community. In Castle Coakley, I'm Wes Small for News Channel 8.
And 2 men from St. Thomas and St. John area have been arrested on 2 separate incidents. Here's Melody Rames with more.
Police on St. Thomas and St. John arrested 2 suspects during the weekend. One was arrested for domestic violence and the other stole alcohol from a store. Kumar Lararte, age 22, of Contant Towers, was arrested at about 2 a.m. on Monday, November 7th. On St. Thomas, he was charged with aggravated assault and battery, domestic violence for assaulting his girlfriend at his residence. His bail was denied due to the domestic violence law. And officers on St. John arrested Paul A. Morris, age 47, shortly before 7 p.m. on Sunday, November 6th, and charged him with petty larceny. Police said Morris stole a 6-pack of beer from a cruise-based store. His bail was set at $500. Both suspects were remanded to the Bureau of Corrections, pending further court action.
Thanks, Melody Rames of the Virgin Islands Police Department. And here now are some highlights from the Gala Awards that was held recently.
We would like to welcome each and every one of you to this very special evening, our Business and Professional Excellence Awards Gala. This is a very special evening in the year. The ones of you who have been to these functions in the past know that this is not only an evening of networking and camaraderie, it is an evening where we reflect on the challenges of the past year, of the present, and most importantly, what we need to do to move forward.
There's not much to say that's good about the year 2011 as a year in business, except that it's almost over. It's really been a tough year. I think that the worldwide recession finally made it to St. Croix. It was coming on cruising time, and it was late, but it did arrive. And I think all businesses in the Virgin Islands, and particularly on St. Croix, are for the first time, really feeling the effects of the worldwide recession. And I think to that worldwide recession, we've got some local dynamics that are also going on, and they've been very challenging for all members of the business community. And one in particular is the price shocks associated with the high cost of energy. And so for most businesses, the cost of doing business has gone up substantially this year. And then in addition to that, our consumers have been challenged. There's been a reduction in people's incomes, and there's been a reduction really in the income that's available for consumers to spend. So there's been a consequent decrease in the revenues that businesses have. So when you have an increase in expenses and a decrease in revenues, it really makes for a very, very tough business environment.
And this evening I have a chance here to be talk to and be with the business community of St. Croix, which to tell you, I think is a tremendous honor for me. When I told my wife that I was coming this evening to speak here, she said, "Are you sure they invited you?" I said, "Yes, they did." But they said, "But you're the one that proposed a 1% gross receipts increase." I said, "That's true, but the Senate approved 0.5%. So I blame the Senate. There's not many things that I disagree on what others have said this evening, other than I have to say thank you very much. I recognize that 2011 has been a difficult year for all of us, particularly for the business community, for the religious community, for the nonprofit community, and for the public sector. But I also believe that 2011 was a year that we all begin to change and look at things a lot differently.
Our award winner for Small Business of the Year goes to Geographic Consulting, LLC.
And there's a solar energy rebate coming in our future. Stay with us on Channel 8. We've also got your Caribbean Report up next. And let's take a look at your Caribbean Report for tonight.
In your Caribbean report tonight, we start with Premier Joseph Perry, who met with LIAT's Chief Executive Officer Brian Challenger and other senior LIAT officials at their corporate headquarters in Antigua on Friday. According to a news release on LIAT's website, the release said that the Met was designed to discuss joint efforts and promoting Nevis for the upcoming 2011-2012 winter tourist season. Perry, who also met with Minister of Tourism, was on a 3-day visit to Antigua, where he also met with Antigua and Barbuda's Prime Minister Baldwin Spencer. As part of the Nevis Island Administration Tourism Development Trust, the Premier, Challenger, and other top LIAT officials negotiated a schedule for services between Nevis and Antigua with a view of connecting the United Kingdom traveler, utilizing the V.C. Bird International Airport in Antigua as a hub. And on St. Lucia, members of the Royal St. Lucia Police Force will be on full alert this week as the political fever sweeps the country with two main political parties holding major rallies tomorrow. The United Workers' Party will be at their old stomping grounds, the William Peter Boulevard, while the St. Lucia Labour Party heads towards the west coast of Annis-La-Ray. Both parties have predicted massive turnouts for their respective events, with the UWP going for a foreign artist to headline their entertainment segment, while the SLP will feature their own Desmond Long, better known as the Mighty Pep, Calypsonian extraordinaire. Earlier this week, both parties tested the waters for public support by holding events days apart, hitting out at each other in ways that were both politically acceptable and not acceptable. And finally, in Nassau, the Bahamas, while large investment projects will support economic growth, downsized risks from a slower than expected U.S. recovery, elevated international food and fuel prices, and the vulnerability of natural disasters, the International Monetary Fund says in a newly released report on the Bahamas. The IMF called for a steadfast implementation of reforms to place public debt on a sustainable path, but build fiscal buffers and enhance medium-term growth respect. The IMF welcomed a gradual recovery of the Bahamas economy, but noted that the unemployment remains high. Unemployment this year was a record 13.7% amid the ongoing challenges with economy and job creation.
And that's your Caribbean Report for tonight. And now there's a special rebate going on for solar energy in our area. News Channel 8's Wes Small investigates.
Thank you very much, Jerome. We are in Christiansted. I'm here with Mr. Gary Udwani. Did I get it right on the first shot?
You're perfect. Udwani it is.
All right, Gary. It's not the first time I've had him on for Echo Innovations. And I have to tell you, these are rough times. We're all talking about solar energy and so forth and how we could save money. I have to tell you, I'm hard-headed, I guess. I finally listened to Cassandra Dunn. I said, you know what? Shutting off your ceiling fans could just make a big difference. Well, Gary, I'm sure you've got other tips as well on how to save money to fight back on the high costs with the LIAC and so forth. But tell us about your place here, and can people get involved in Eco Innovations?
Yeah, so at Eco Innovations, we're all about the renewables. Our first goal is to turn you green. And our second goal, and which is actually the more important goal, is to save you money. LIAC is an animal that's not going to go away. It's going to be always there to bite us. And we've just got to find alternative ways of dealing with it. One of the ways is we use the solar water heaters. And this is very highly rebated and financed by the Energy Office. Typical customer needs no money down to get one of these. All it is, give us a call, we sign you up, we turn your application in, and voila, within 2 months, you have a system up and running on your house, and you use zero energy, zero LIAC, zero light bill to heat your water.
Actually, it could be more rapid than that because you have in-house financing.
We do have in-house financing, but that is more for our power grid product, the solar panels. This is to eliminate your remainder of the light bill. So yeah, we could do that. It requires a little down payment, but it's nothing big deal. And we can make it happen. Everyone's accepted. No one's refused as long as you own your own house.
Okay. So that's the only stipulation. You have to own your own home.
Right.
All right. How could people get in touch with you, sir?
Our phone number here is 226-3349. And our website is www.ecoinnovationsvi.com. That's ecoinnovationsvi.com.
But you know, there's a lot of people right now just getting started with their own home from the bottom up. Would this be a good time for them to take advantage, especially as they build their home, to get this type of energy saving system inside?
Actually, this is the best time to purchase any of the renewable energy products, because once the rebates are gone, they will be gone. Now, everyone keeps talking about that the prices on the solar equipment will go down, but it won't go down 80%. That's what the rebates almost are. There's 50% from the Virgin Islands, and then there's another 30% from the federal government.
This is from Obama.
This is from Obama.
President.
So yes, definitely. So this is the ideal time to go renewable.
All
right. And later on, you'll be forced to do it and pay full price, because the price of traditional energy is going up.
Wow. So you're like a dentist when you got a toothache. See me now, or you'll end up seeing me later. And it'll be more painful later.
More painful and cost more.
My analogies are something else.
Yes.
Well, there you go. Echo Innovations, thank you very much, Gary.
Thank you very much.
As me and the little lady are shopping for a house, we'll stop by here first.
Definitely. And do give us a call, 226-3349. Thank you very much.
In Christiansted with Gary Udwani, I'm Wes Small for News Channel 8.